Turn on the radio. The latest hit rhymes. Crack open that book of classical Chinese poetry sitting in your closet. Those lines rhyme inside and out. That old Mayan codex sitting next to it repeats similar sounding phrases in sets of 2. Germanic rhymes repeated a single starting sound. But why do humans the world over force-fit words into these odd repeating structures? What's the reason in rhyme for rhymes? People like rhymes even more than just plain saying what they mean. You like rhymes, well, most of you do, but you also find them persuasive. Give people a claim that rhymes and a tweaked version that doesn't. What happens? They think that the rhymier one is actually truer. It's one of those mental shortcuts we take. Like when my ads rhyme sound smooth, my product is easier to choose. Hey, so instead of rings true, should we say rhymes true? It doesn't stop there. Sprechniev has a heavy foreign accent, so he's hard to understand. But did you know that you're also less likely to trust what he's saying? Rhymes are one of those things that, how did these researchers put it, increase processing fluency. They make my words more beautiful and more trustworthy. We could literally be using rhymes to figure out who we trust. Pleasant, easier to process, trusted in groups, sounds like the essential ingredients for history's oldest works of literature, the oral tradition, which isn't just some old storyteller standing over a campfire reciting 5,000-line epics about mythical animals and long-dead heroes. It's also the jokes, the sayings, or the earworms that are embedded in your memory. If these guys are right, memory is the key. It even puts a time limit on how effective rhymes can be. Once you start a rhyme, your audience's memory buffer expects you to finish it up within 3 seconds. What if our brains aren't merely timing our rhymes? What if we are hardwired to rhyme? But how would rhymes end up in our genes? Maybe as a costly display of fitness, which is a fancy way of saying, how do I put this in polite company? Rhymes were a good way of getting people in the sack. These whale lovers think we're not the only ones vocalizing repetitive patterns to catch a mate. Recording more than 600 whale songs over 32 years, they found that the songs differed hugely between pods, but that a single pod sings a single song that changes over time, almost deliberately. The usual biological explanation for trendy changes goes like this. Mr. Whalesy over there is improvising just enough to be attractive, but not so much that he sounds like an outsider. It's an optimal mismatch. Do we crave this balance too? A rhyming sweet spot? Is that why love songs make us swoon and hip-hop artists brag about their lyrical skills? Or do we just like songs as much as the next whale? After all, there's even an old idea that human language, rhymes and all, actually came from music. Maybe we're rhythmic by nature. So the next time you throw on your favorite song and start feeling those lyrics, think a bit more about what stands behind your love of a good rhyme.